I want to just give you a quick view of rural community. My community has 900 people. A lot of communities around here don't have over 1,000, maybe 2,000 people. What's killing rural America is corporate farmers. We call them big ag farmers. The big ag farmers have bought up 61% of my town.
Whoa.
And that means because their taxes are next to nothing. It has literally killed our tax base. We don't have a police department, fire department. Our roads are in terrible shape. We don't have enough money. Our school doesn't have computer classes, and we have to hire a gym teacher, a sub, whenever we get a hold of one. The pay rate for teachers is next to nothing. We don't have stores, and we got to drive 20 miles into Kankakee for a big store. Now, when you go across rural America, you also... My husband was a truck driver, so the truck industry is in trouble. That's why he got out. If you go around to America, which is what America's 70% rural, 75% rural, a lot of towns don't have a regular grocery store. They have a dollar store as their main way to shop, which means they don't get fresh fruit and meat and vegetables.
Right. Food deserts.
Yeah. It's not just the black communities in Chicago. It's all over the country. Food deserts are everywhere.
Yep.
So everybody eats bad. Health is bad. You may not have a hospital anywhere near you, and you're eating bad, so your health is bad. You don't go to the doctor. The jobs, market is low. And you also have the problem with internet and phone service. If you go to a lot of rural communities, you'll see people walking the streets because they have to leave their house to get a phone signal. And it's not always a very good one. When Obama had set aside millions of dollars for rural communities to get internet, it never came. AT&T was one that was supposed to do Illinois, and they never touched any rural area. So you have people that don't have internet. They don't have, and when they took out all of the unemployment offices, and most jobs are online. Many communities don't have libraries, so you can go online to the library to, fill out a job application. So rural America is really being destroyed by corporate America, be it the big ag farmers, be it the big ag stores. So when Walmart comes in, the small stores go. You've got Home Depot and all of them that are killing all the smaller,
hardware stores. Yeah.
Hardware stores. Yeah. So rural America is suffering, north and south. Yeah. And the outlook doesn't look any better.
Now, Stephanie, is your experience that this started in the 80s? I remember, Reagan stopped enforcing the Sherman Antitrust Act in 1982, and the result of that was this explosion of mergers and acquisitions, particularly in the ag industry, in the ag sector. And that led to all these family farms being lost in the 1980s, to the point that I think it was 88, 89 that Willie Nelson was doing Farm Aid, where he was out there in rural America actually raising money so the farmers could keep their houses. But millions, or hundreds of thousands anyway, of family farms lost their homes. The big ag corporations, they would drop commodity prices just before harvest, drop those prices so people couldn't even pay back the loans they'd taken out after they'd harvested and sold their product, and so then they were in trouble. So then they would have to sell their homes, and then the big ag companies would come in literally and buy their homes and offer to rent the house back to them if they'd work on the farm that they no longer own. And is that still going on? And is that a big is that the basis of a lot of this?
Well, it started out like that. They don't even rent the homes to these people anymore. You have hundreds of vacant farm homes where the farmers will put out and then rent their homes. The other part is, now people don't know this, we think our farmers feed America. They do not. Illinois farmers feed 0.02% of actual food. These big farmers grow for the commodity market overseas. They grow corn, wheat, and soy. Right. The meat is all of our meat is on these big meat farms. We have 2 pig farms out in this area. They stink like I don't know what, but you never see the pigs outside. So the way we're farming and we're not feeding America, and the way that our stuff is being imported. Now I drove from Kankakee County down to Champaign County, 2-hour drive. I went all the way to Indiana, and I went 2 hours west. there were no farms up because of the flooding.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't even trying. I mean, some tried, and you can see everything got ruined. And so, like she said, the trucking industry, we have a lot of trucking industry down this area. They're not hiring, which is unheard of in the trucking industry.
Right.
And and to show you how bad it is down there, people are having to struggle paying $600 and $700 rent.
Wow.
Because the best people can do is work at fast food or these retails, and they're getting minimum wage and not getting 40 hours a week. There's no health care. There's no health care for miles in some towns. You have to drive 20 miles to a hospital if you're sick. A lot of rural areas. And and when the big ag farmers, don't pay taxes, the schools don't make money. The roads go down. If Kankakee County is one of the places that none of the small towns in Kankakee have a police station. They all if you get arrested, you have to go to the county jail too.
Right. Stephanie, you said that over 60% of your town is now owned by the big ag corporations, and they're not paying taxes. How do they get out of paying taxes if they own the property? I'm assuming you mean they own houses, they own land, they own businesses. How do they get away with not paying taxes?
They don't live in our community. They live somewhere else. They live in
so the income, the profits that are being made from this stuff is not subject to local income taxes, but they are paying property taxes, aren't they?
Yeah, but the property taxes are less than 1/3 of what. Okay, I'll give you an example. A friend of mine has 40 acres. She pays, and hers is ag, and she pays $2,000. Now, if you were to pay that and it wasn't ag, that'd be the $5,000 to $6,000 in taxes a year. Okay,
right?
Or somewhere around 5. Now, if you got a farmer that's got 2,000 acres. And he may be paying $1,200 because even when they get tax breaks from being farmers, big ag,
Sure.
farms are less taxed. But when the big ag companies get it, they also getting tax breaks and subsidies from the government, so they're paying even less.
Wow.
So they are killing rural America. And you know what? I almost don't feel sorry for them with what Trump is doing because they voted on him.
Yeah.
And now we've got soy fields, and we've got where the soy is in some of the places. Now I've seen some people growing soy. I don't know where they're going to sell it at because
the Chinese just said no more.
Yeah, so I don't know. America is sinking, and the big cities are doing. If there's any growth, it's in the larger cities, but there is definitely zero and even negative growth in rural communities. And like you said, internet service, there's no unemployment offices. They close half of the post offices, so you have to drive miles because to get anything delivered. And it's sad. America is the farmers were the backbone of our countries, and our truck drivers were following them because everything comes on a truck. And now that we don't have things coming on trucks, I don't know what's going to happen. People are scared. And I know white people are scarier than we are, but it's scary.
Yeah.
And Monsanto is also causing problems because the farmers have to buy from them. And another thing, the banks. This is the last thing I'm going to say. The banks, let's say you're a farmer and you need a $40,000 tractor. They won't loan less than $100,000. So you got to get $100,000 to get a $40,000 tractor.
Wow.
And you have to buy something with that $100,000.